The Reign of the HYKSOS, Episode 2, Emergency Podcast. My name is Chico BMW, also known as Theodore, Kenyan-born male, and this is an emergency podcast, as I said. Once more, these are emergency times, emerging topics. In the Black community, I'm here to discuss, of course, the thing that all the fellas love to do, digmatize women. I mean, swirl. Let's get into it. So, I have come at conclusions from the facts and from experience and from watching the brothers go through their own unique experiences. I know about the Save Yourself Black Man movement. I never really knew it existed until I got in this world. And I've seen some troubling things. And it has a lot to do with self-imaging. It has a lot to do with brothers seeking self-determination but not having good self-esteem, a good self-image, a good attitude towards blackness, and a mix-up between what it means to look black and to be black, a mix-up of what makes us beautiful and what makes us ugly. And we have to figure that out. This is for the brothers. I'm not doing this for the bitches. They can leave. We're talking to the brothers. I am not a Dr. Umar type of guy. I won't tell you what to do and not to do because you're a god. The world is yours. Hey, fuck whatever you want to fuck. Have fun, man. Have fun. We having a lot of fun. Let's start there. We're having a lot of fun. Let's start with the positive side. I was going to start with the emergency. Let's just start with the good news. The good news is it's an endless expanse of land and floating bunnies trying to hop on a nigga dick. It's a lot of pussy out here. It's scary. It's scary. Shout out to the bros. They just out here just having fun, I'll be swirling online. I talk to them. They horny as shit. All ages, all races, apart from black. And we'll get to that. But shout out to the black community. Shout out to the black woman. We're having a lot of fun. Now let's get to the serious side of this. And this is my emergency, or what I see, is the desperation, the confusion, the commitment to self-hatred that needs to stop. We're having a lot of pussy. We're having a lot of fun. This is beautiful. Please stop being desperate. You're a god. As Kendrick said, and he wasn't lying about that. I have issues with the 5%ers and the so-called unconscious, conscious community. But be woke, brother. They'll get you for being desperate. You get got. The Leviathan may be halfway asleep and halfway dead, but the Leviathan is, still looking to conquer you. What is the Leviathan? The white power system that has always been primed against the black male. Be warned, you are its number one target, and it will get you in the most classic fashion in the swirl. And, being a desperate son of a bitch, seeking that milk. The next thing I have to say is, as I said, you're a god, man. A lot of you dudes, you don't love yourselves. You don't even brush your teeth. You don't love your hair. You don't let your hair grow naturally. Your mama told you some crazy things. You hate her. You have all these problems from the community. And instead of being the best representative and keeping that within the community, you go online and that becomes your pickup line. Is, I hate black women. I love you. Don't be dumb. Because when you fuck that white woman, you will create a half a black woman. And guess what? That mixed kid, that biracial kid, is going to think, I am not enough because my father likes them pure whites. And you're going to create issues in your own household. You'll shoot yourself in the foot. Just dating whites is shooting yourself in the foot, especially in today's time, with the exception of 1 or 2 white women. Just dating. I'm not speaking against having sex. Part of the ways we conquer the Leviathan is, by fucking the shit out of these hoes, right? These white women, boom, sex them out, right? But guess what? For those of you who are dating, it is highly problematic for you to give off such a negative and toxic self-image because you haven't done the work, you haven't done the therapy, and nor the knowledge of what it means to be black, what it means to move forward in this world, even though certain things have happened to our ancestors, what it means to seek justice, reform, what it means to give a positive self-image, what it means to love blackness, black women, and children. And that self-hatred will be carried forward by your children, with that mixed woman, your mulatto children, and they'll end up being like a Drake, working against the community, going to the laws, feeling like I don't need to owe anyone any loyalty because you have no honor, loyalty, strength, or honesty. You have no love, no positive self-image. You have nothing but hatred in your hearts, and you need to get rid of that because hate cannot exist where love needs to be if you're seeking love. Love starts with you and yourself. Me, myself, and I, right? Save yourself. If you're saving yourself, truly, honestly, you start with love. And when you start with love, you realize it's just pussy. It literally is just pussy. Or ass, too, Oh, man, these white bitches are the freakiest of them all, right? It's just pussy. It is just pussy. It's just pussy. Okay? You don't need to do all that extra shit. You don't. You're already born black. You're already born well endowed. Why do you have to go online and say all this hateful shit? Why'd you have to shoot yourself in the foot and make the rest of us look crazy? Giving the wrong image, the wrong definition, the wrong vision, acting like Stephen Knight, acting like Steven from Django, all for an unmelanated, crumpling in the sun bitch. Come on, man, stop it. Get your mind right. Do the knowledge. Listen to some Malachi Z. York, please. Save yourself. Yeah, save yourself. Jumping out of one trap does not mean you just should jump into the next one. You're jumping into a new trap. I'm gonna evade the black community. It's a burning house, and then you hop right into the flames. The Leviathan. You get caught up. You get swindled. you get pussy whipped. You gotta take accountability of who you are. You gotta strive to be a better person before you even think of making such a drastic shift, because they have something called generational wealth. And I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about history. They have a generational wealth of history of doing what? Doing bad shit to brothers. And guess what? They're proud of it, even if they won't be openly proud of it. Hey, man, we conquered the world, and guess what they'll do to you? When that white bitch feels like her emotions are being played with, when she feels like you fucking up, you wasting her time, you got dick, but you're not the only brother with dick. She'll do what her ancestors always did. And you'll have no one to blame but yourself because you weren't thinking. Why should she have any empathy? She wasn't born to have any empathy for you, sir. She wasn't born in the same type of experience, environment as you, sir. She doesn't understand what you're going through. And this applies to the sisters, but, I won't speak on them because they're their own group, They are their own renegade faction. They're still black. We still love them, but they are a renegade faction. None of my business. I'm none their father. I'm none their brother. I am just a black man. That should always be your mindset. I neither hate nor despise We won't even berate them. That is a lot of energy. Do you realize that that's a lot of energy to type all that hateful shit just so you can knock a white bitch? That's a lot of energy. At the very least, practice some economics of energy and save yourself from the embarrassment. Okay? So, again, to repeat what I just said, it's a lot of beautiful pussy. You should be out here, breaking the walls down for shit show. But guess what? At the same damn time, you shouldn't break your back and break your principles. You shouldn't break your ass, nigga. Because that's what they want. They want you to look a fool, to act a fool, to think you can have it. So they can fuck you up. We are raiders, man. Okay? That's the mindset of a real black man. That's a real nigga, man. You're raiding. We're on a raid. We're on a pussy raid, man. They want to give it us so easily. We take it too. Consensually, consensually, all legally. Have fun. Throw it back. Let the other brothers have some. Also, don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch ass nigga. You know what that dick does to white women. Don't be a bitch ass nigga. You fall in love and stuff, and you're not letting the other brothers have their turn. You've addicted her, and you think she's in love, so you fall in love. You stupid motherfucker. You dig? Yeah, a lot of you are gameless, not gamed up. It's the reign of the HYKSOS, and their reign is coming to an end. Beware. In the end of any creature's lifespan, it becomes the most territorial, the most aggressive, the most unreproachable, the most flagrant, disgusting, disturbing, all that stuff. And this creature is personifying white people, HYKSOS, the burnt-faced people who invaded Egypt. White folks, people who have invaded our lives through our ancestors and siphoned wealth out of the community and are using that wealth to do harmful actions, not only to themselves, but everyone else. And their reign is over. It's coming to an end. Brother, save yourself the embarrassment. Stop falling in love with these hoes. And then stop hating yourself and stop hating your community. Because even if our community is full of hoes, because pussy's pussy, man. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm the greatest. You're in God form. You better believe that. Them little dick suckers cannot handle us. We changing the world for the better. Be an agent of love, not hate. That's all I gotta say. Watch out. Watch out. We're in dangerous times. They're trying to get as many of y'all as they can before it's all over. So love yourself, love your community, love those who can be salvaged. I always say there are those who can be salvaged. There are those who are worth loving, who are worth sacrifice. Love those who are worth sacrifice. Leave the rest. And don't let your experience with one person, even if it was your own mom, man, don't let that ruin your life and rule your attitude towards certain people. One person cannot make the rule unless they're a king and you're not a king. You may be a god, but you're not a king. You're in God form. Your body is godly. One person cannot make the rule just because one person hurt you. It's like this, everyone else. Hell nah. You may meet a beautiful black woman and she's just the right one for you. That's if you're into marriage. So make sure that you are applying the right principles to protect yourself as you're swirling. I explained that in the Spade the World podcast. Just go and listen to the Spade the World podcast. I explain everything you need to know about how you're supposed to carry yourself and shit like that. Mentally. I won't tell you perfumes and shit, but just mentally. This is what you're supposed to be thinking. This is how you guard yourself. This is what you should expect. Read up on some shit. I'd always advise you to, watch YouTube documentaries and read stuff and just learn about Haiti, learn about Jean-Jacques Dessalines, learn about biracial people and their role in the Haitian Revolution, negative and positive. Learn about race relations. And why I'm saying Haiti is because Haiti is the first black modern nation. And, you know, certain whites were beneficial and most of them were not, you know, and you need to understand that in today's world, in today's society, there's a lot of backhanded compliments. There's a lot of secret racism, and you need to protect yourself. And the only way you can protect yourself is to study it when it was the most brazen, heartless, inhumane, and that was Haiti. Okay, I love you.